Yo, what is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back. It has been a while. I apologise again. My sincerest apologies. Not if you're a COD cocksucker. Fuck off. Now, again, apologies for the gameplay, what you're about to see. I just recorded the first gameplay. Recorded the first game I got in, so excuse the gameplay. If it's shit, if it's good, then hey ho. We're on to a winner. Right, boys, today what I want to talk about is my new gaming PC, which I am going to be building in the next couple of days, which will, of course, impact this channel in a positive way. Now, the couple of days that I may spend building it will obviously affect the channel in a negative way, but the long-term effect is going to be fucking amazing. Now, you may be asking why I want to build a new PC. Now, as I've spoken about in many previous videos, I was due to receive Amazon vouchers from work, around £900 worth. I finally received them. I got the £90, spent that on COD World War II and PlayStation membership. Then the remaining £850 I put towards PC parts. I had to put towards the PC parts myself as well. And for those of you wanting to know the specs, I will go into that now, but I will also leave them in the description below for those of you who are massive PC nerds like myself and you want to see what I could have got better, or if I've done amazing in a PC build way. I think I've done pretty amazing. I spent a couple of weeks researching this, what could work best for myself, gaming, and especially my YouTube channel. One thing I want to cut down on in time is rendering time. Now at the minute, rendering a average 1080p 60 frames per second video, let's say around 9 or 10 minutes long, takes 2 hours. And that's with an Intel Core i5 and 16 gigs of RAM and a GTX 970, if that makes a difference. It is goddamn ridiculous. And say I make most of my videos after I've finished work, I have lots of other things to do, or on my days off, I have lots of other things to do. I have to walk my dog, clean the house, lots of other shit. And it's not just that what goes within making a video. I have to make the thumbnail, I have to tag the video, upload it, tweet it, share it on Facebook, promote it on all these social media websites. There's lots of stuff that goes into it, and near enough half that with my new PC build will be fucking amazing. I can put my quality back up to 60 frames per second, because the last 4 or 5 videos I've just uploaded in standard 1080p, which is why they may have looked slightly blurry. You won't notice this if you're on a mobile device. You will only notice it if you're looking on a big screen above like 20 inch in size. That's what she said. I thought I'd just say that before anyone in the comments leaves that. Some smart ass will leave that comment, no fucking doubt. Now, I hear you. You all want to know the PC specs. If you don't, click off the fucking video and go and watch some of my mindless rant videos if that entertains you more. Now, lots of your PC heads have been asking me if I went for AMD or Intel. Now, Ryzen was an appealing choice. The Ryzen 7 1800X was what I was looking at originally, especially with it not costing me any money. I thought I'd move to AMD. I decided against that and decided to stick with the tried and tested Intel. Ones what don't... You can't cook bacon on it, basically. AMD CPUs, you could literally cook bacon on those awesome goddamn sausages. And if you don't believe me on that, go on YouTube, Google cooking bacon on AMD CPU. There's fucking tons of videos. I'm not saying Ryzen are like that, but the old AMD bulldozer chips were. Now, the CPU I decided to go for in the end was an Intel Core i7 8700K, which has just recently been released, and it's a monstrous 6-core CPU. Beats out the Ryzen 1800X by a long shot in terms of FPS in games and multi-core tasks such as rendering and streaming. When you're streaming and playing a high-intensity game at the same time, it kind of takes its toll on your FPS. So that's the reason I don't stream a lot on PC now, because when I do stream PUBG, any similar game which is fast in action like that, or Battlefield 1, my FPS just takes a massive dive, and I hate playing on goddamn low settings. Playing on low settings, I might as well just go and play on the goddamn PS3 or Xbox 360. Now, the most important thing for a gamer, the graphics card, or the GPU, if you will. Now, this was a hard one. I didn't want to put too much money towards it myself, and the GTX 1070 Ti has just launched. Now, I was debating between going for that or putting a little bit towards it and going for the 1080, but the price to performance it was not worth it. It was an extra £100 to go for the 1080, and looking at some tests, you're getting like an extra 3 or 4 FPS, and if I overclock the version which I've purchased, which is the MSI Twin Frozen version, which is possibly the best version out there, overclock it, and you get the same performance as the 1080, so £100 saved. I did look at AMD Vega again, but for the price, the performance just was not worth it in the slightest. Looking at £600 for an AMD Vega card over here. The UK, we get charged ridiculous prices for computer components compared to you guys over in the US, who can also get mail rebates. That is not a thing over here. There's no fucking such thing. I'm not sure if the country's too small or whatever, but we don't get mail rebates, so whatever we pay is what we're fucking paying. We're not getting any of that back. If any of you are curious, I will leave the actual link to the product on the Amazon page listed below. And if you want to buy the parts, hey, it'll be my Amazon affiliate link and you'll give me a bit of throwback. The RAM, I went for 16GB of DDR4, 3000 megahertz, which is, it's just ridiculously fast, especially when I'm going to do things such as rendering and streaming. And RAM doesn't make the biggest difference to gaming, but when you're doing lots of tasks like I'm using Photoshop, Sony Vegas, OBS, Nvidia Shadowplay, it can make a goddamn pretty big significant difference. At the minute I've just got DDR3 RAM at 1600Hz, and it's not the fastest, I'll be honest with you. It's pretty shit, but RAM right now is ridiculously overpriced. £180 for 16GB of RAM. That was just unheard of a couple of years ago. Absolutely unheard of. Even when DDR4 was first coming out, it was cheaper than that. It's goddamn extortionate at the minute, and hopefully if you guys are purchasing a gaming PC, this price will drop in the next couple of months after Christmas. And one of the most important things when you're going for a gaming PC is the CPU cooler. Now, I've already got this same CPU cooler in my current PC. I'm reusing some of the parts because there's no point in spending unnecessary money. A Corsair Hydro H75. It's a high performance liquid all-in-one cooler by Corsair. It's done me okay up to now. I get around 45 degrees temp under full load at the minute, which I think is pretty decent. When I was on the stock cooler, I was getting 60 while on the load, so that's 15 degrees dropped right there. Now, I apologise for some fucking stupid reason. My microphone decided to turn itself down halfway through the recording, so if you notice my voice going up and down, blame the shitty Blue Snowball mic. Avoid them at all costs. They just seem to play up whenever they fucking want. Now, the motherboard, the thing which everything is going to be connecting to, as you will, I have gone for the MSI Z37 Crate Gaming ATX LGA 1151 motherboard. This is the new set of motherboards to support the new i7 8700K, which is again is a fucking beast. It supports RAM speeds of up to 40,000 megahertz. I'm not going to be going that goddamn high. I know that much. It's just too goddamn expensive. I don't know why RAM prices have just hit the roof, but they goddamn have. As you can probably tell so far, I do love MSI. If I had to pick my favourite brand which produces motherboards, graphics cards, all computer components, I'd have to pick MSI. Gigabyte is a strong second, but if you're wanting reliable parts, stay away from ASRock 100%. Go for MSI or Gigabyte. Those are the only two brands that I could solely recommend, which I've not had problems with, and my friends have not had any problems with. Now, the PSU, the thing which is integral to powering the whole goddamn system. If this thing goes, everything goes. So it's very important you don't cheap out here if you are wanting to build a PC. This is the one thing I would tell people to never, ever, ever cheap out on. Motherboards you can sort of cheap out on. They don't make the biggest difference if you're just wanting a gaming PC. If you want a productivity PC, go for a decent motherboard. Here we've got the EVGA Supernova 650 watt 80 plus gold certified power supply. Again, reusing it from my old build. I've still got over 100 watts of leeway if I want to upgrade the graphics card in the future, or maybe add a couple more sticks of RAM. 16 gigs of RAM at the minute should be fine for me. As my YouTube career progresses, I'll probably upgrade to 32 so I can stream and render even faster than what this will be able to at that time. Now, the last part of this build, the case, I've decided to go for a mid-tower case. I don't really like the large ones. They won't even fit on my goddamn desk, I'll be honest with you, so it was a small one or a mid-tower case. Mid-tower for the bit of upgradability that I may want to change in the future. Now, I've got the Phanteks Eclipse P400S tempered glass ATX mid-tower case. Looks goddamn amazing, and I've got the soundproofing variant. So, fans, being loud shouldn't be a concern to me. Not like there will be, especially with the graphics card. The Twin Frozen fans are fucking awesome. They only kick in once it hits like 70 degrees to save your goddamn ears. So that is my new PC build that will be powering my YouTube channel. As cringy as that fucking sounds, I don't give a fucking rat's ass. If you do like the video, or you've gone on to like it, smash the thumbs up. My last 2 videos will be on screen in the next couple of seconds. My social medias are all linked below. The parts will also all be linked below, as well as my Patreon if you decide you want to support me and the creation of my videos. That is it though, boys. Thank you for watching. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.
Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right, 2 AM, summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside him now, living my life, getting our dreams, people told me slow my